Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome Visibility Vibers if you're watching. Welcome Monday Motivation Crowd if you are watching. My name's Jenny Kovacs. I'm nicknamed the Queen of Being Seen. So I am very late to the 7 a.m. party, but you can probably see and hear why. I'm live in London, walking and talking and bringing you this Monday motivation. So if this is something that you're watching live, go ahead, share it with your friends, and if it's something that you're watching on the replay, do the same thing. You never know who might need this. Now, Monday motivations have been started as a way to get you pumped, get you started for your morning, your day, or your week. So, forgive the shaky camera, I'm literally walking and talking as I bring you these nuggets, which I've decided to split into two because there were so many really important insights to help you get visible, to help you get activated, and to help you to activate your own ability. So let's get started. So I'm going to go through 7 over these 2 series. We'll do the first part this week and then the second part next week. But I'm going to go over 7 really key nuggets for you to activate your own ability so that you can get the things that you really want in life, so you can really go for what you want in life. And if you are watching, I'm not sure whether the comments are working this morning. I can see some of you are watching now, so just give me a quick hi, tell me where in the world you are. Presumably at 7 a.m. you're likely to be in the UK. I'm live in London. I'm very close to Marble Arch actually, so as I walk through, I'll happily share these nuggets with you. So I can't see any comments. So for those of you who are leaving comments, I will catch up at some point today, but I am in Shardwell today. So here are the first part of your activating or ability activating nuggets. Now, I want you to think of something in your life that you want to achieve. It could be to do with any area of your life, be it relationships, be it fitness, be it well-being, be it calm, less stress, could be career orientated, you know, some sort of other professional career goal or something like that. And what I want you to do is just to pick one. Now, if by me saying that list has given you 3, 4 or 5, then write them all down, but just pick one and use these 7 little nuggets, as I say, some this week and some next week, just to think about what you might want to achieve in your life. So as I cross this very busy road, and to make sure that I don't get killed, I can see Marble Arch in front of me. In fact, let me show you the view in front of me before I get started. And remember, if you know of somebody else who could need a boost to their day, their morning, their Monday, or even their week, then share this video on your timeline, in your groups, or wherever you're allowed to do it. So let me show you what's in front of me. Now, I'll cross the road. Not sure if you can see, in between the trees there is the actual Marble Arch that Marble Arch is named after. Anyway, okay, so we're back. So a couple of ways to activate your own ability, and why would you even need to do this? You know, in life, sometimes life cruises on, and sometimes what we feel like challenges are thrown in our path. You know, this is the same for most of us on this planet, and whether it's something political, whether it's something personal, whether it's something professional, there'll be times when we feel a little bit challenged. And for that, this is giving you the ability to push through, to surrender, or to do any one of these following things, just to help keep you motivated and on your path to be brilliant and to do the stuff that you want to do. So step number 1, and this is almost the most important step, be really clear on what it is you want to activate your ability to do. Now, this might sound like the most silliest piece of advice, silliest piece of information, but here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, the clients that I coach, the training rooms that I inhabit, the corporates that I speak to are not 100% clear on what they actually want to activate their ability to do. So this is one of the first stumbling blocks. So get really clear on what it is you want to do. Now, by all means, sit and dream it, envision it, you know, sit on your public transport, think about it while you're in the car, but ultimately write it down. Get it out of your head and onto paper and write it down, because without that, it just swims around in your head, and there's a part of your brain that thinks it's like a wish or a dream or something that you might do one day soon whenever you feel like it. So standing next to another little icon of London, a little red phone box. I'm doing this especially for my lovely American friends who comment on these, because it's like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning for them. So there you go, you've seen a black cab and you've seen iconic London. I'm just stopping here, reaching into my bag to just grab the second and third points at least to get you started on this DIY guide or do-it-yourself guide to activating your ability. So be really clear. Number one, know exactly what you want. Then number two, decide to do it. How many times have we inadvertently been thinking of something that we want to do, and we've said something like, I don't know, perhaps I'll do it next year, or maybe I'll look at buying this thing then, or I'll do it one day. Now the problem with that is that's not 100% a decision. When you say at 3 o'clock, I'm going to go out, I'm going to buy the book that's going to help me do the thing that I need to do, you have now made a decision to do something, to take action. So number one, know specifically, know exactly what you want to do. Number two, decide to do it. Put a timeline to it, put a frame to it, give it some actual, you know, some actual legs. Someday, one day, next year, next month, tomorrow, sometime this week, means that you haven't truly decided on what you want to do. So then the third step is the overthinking. And I want to say 2 words to you about that overthinking. Just stop it. Because what you actually do when you think that you're thinking or you're overthinking is it's likely that you're starting to tap into all the reasons, all the ways that you can't or won't do something. And if you want to activate your ability to be brilliant, which I know you've got within you, and you want to activate your ability to do the stuff that you want to do in the world, regardless of whether anybody deems it as large or small, you need to stop using your thinking time to worry, stop using your thinking time as overthinking, talking yourself out of it, or anything else like that. So tip number 3, the overthinking, stop it. So just to recap, for those of you I can see are joining in, and sorry if you are commenting, I can't see your comments right now, and I will comment later, although I have got a pretty back-to-back day today, so I might not comment until about kind of 6 o'clock. Please forgive me if that's the case. Just make sure I don't get killed as I cross the road here. So tip number 1, know exactly what you want. Tip number 2, decide you're going to do it and get specific. Get it down to a date, a time, a specific action. Someday, next week, sometime soon, when I have more time, is not specific. That tells me that you haven't made a decision yet, okay? And there's a lot of reasons behind that. Number 3, overthinking. Stop it. Stop overthinking. You spend more time thinking of reasons sometimes why you can't do something or why you won't do something than actually getting it done. So, you know, use that time wisely, use that time to strategize, use that time to put your stake in the ground and decide exactly when you're going to do it. And the last one for now is number 4. Recognise what's going on internally. You know, we don't all set out to say we want to write a book, buy a car, start a business, lose weight, get fitter, get healthier, and then decide that we're going to sit and mull on it. In fact, there's usually a really good reason within. And I describe this a bit like cutting your own hair. If you were to try and cut your own hair, you do pretty well at the front until you get to that itsy bitsy bit at the back that you just can't reach. And so many of us decide that we're going to do something brilliant, decide that we're going to do something great, and then we go off and try and do it alone. What's the point in that? Get community around you, get a coach, get help, get somebody that can help you cut that little bit of hair that you can't quite reach or see at the back. This is of paramount importance. So Number one, know exactly what you want. Number two, make a decision and decide to do it. Number three, the overthinking, stop thinking about it. Just stop overthinking about why you can't, and maybe have a look at the reasons why you can. And number four, recognise the internals of what's going on. Now, when I say recognise the internals of what's going on, think about where in your body are you feeling that feeling of dread, or that, oh no, I don't know if I can do this, I can't step into it. And it sounds a strange question, but somewhere in your body, you'll identify, and it's different for everybody, you'll feel it, okay? So here's what you do. When you get that feeling of, I really want to do it, but I'm not sure that I can, ask yourself some questions and answer them. Maybe write them underneath the place that you've written down, knowing exactly what you want to do. So the first question is, why might I be worried about doing this? Now, why is a really important question to ask yourself. It taps into any beliefs that you have about a thing, whether they're empowering, whether they're limiting, or whether they're anything in between. When you ask yourself why, you start to get to the crux or the nut of what's really going on. The next thing, as I've just said, identify where in your body you're feeling that thought of, I don't know about this. You know, for very different stages in my life where I felt restricted, sometimes it's literally been around my throat, sometimes it's been a knot in my stomach, sometimes my legs just don't feel right, but it'll be different for each and every one of you depending on where you might be struggling, okay? So think about that. I'm going to stand with Marble Arch behind me. Da-da-da-da-da. So finally, ask yourself this question, and this, if you're happy to, I'd love you to share over in the Visibility Vibes Tribe Facebook group. It's a Facebook group for people that want to be more visible in their world, and sometimes it's in their business and sometimes it's just in their life. Maybe you're sick and tired of hiding and playing like the backing singer in your own life. So just go up to the box there and either search for the Visibility Vibes Tribe Facebook group and somebody will let you in today. And if not, go for facebook.com/groups/be seen, be heard, get visible. And in there, the only people that can see what you post are other supporting vibers who are, you know, they've got your back, they want the best for you, okay? So, final question on that part is, ask yourself why, then ask yourself where, then ask yourself what are you going to do about it. And if you feel to share with other Visibility Vibers, I'd love you to. Now, one more reason to get into the Visibility Vibe Tribe this week, especially if you're thinking of starting a business, have a business, or have even changed and morphed what you've done in your business, is because while the cat's away, the mice are at play, and this cat is away for 2 days doing this here in Marble Arch. So go in there and share your juicy tips, your nuggets. You can post it and write it, you can Facebook Live it, you can video it, you can put it on a meme, you can share it, however you feel comfortable to share, and you can do it as many times as you want in each day, all day today, all day tomorrow. A bit like Mama Bear's gone away and she's left the house, so make sure that you are good and don't spill anything on the carpets. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about the lack of comments again, and I look forward to seeing what you get up to. I've reached my venue. Bye for now.